I don't know if y'all seen Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons looking all right.
What?
He looking all.
Hey, Chuck said no gases.
He looking all right.
No gases, son. No gases.
You got some top picks already for like team wise. I already know you got the Nets. Who else?
But hold on, because I mean, I want to know, like, on paper, like, who's the top team? Like, you got, I mean, obviously we got North, South, East, or we got what is NBA is East and West, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So who? I guess we can do like two teams on the East, two teams on the West.
Go ahead, Chuck. Who you got? I know my pick. Who you got?
I'm gonna address that Ben Simmons. Shortly. I ain't gonna let that go. But he's slick. He's slick though.
Subscribe for the very latest.
Play, Daddy.
I would say the West. I think, in the words of Ric Flair, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. So that's Denver. Still runs through them. I think Phoenix has a good chance of knocking them off. You know, always standing for it, not being injury prone, etc. So those are my two teams on the West. East wise is probably going to be Boston and Milwaukee. Especially if Kristaps Porzingis is healthy, it adds a whole different dimension for Boston, especially offensively. Like a 7-3 big pause that can spread the floor, shoot the three, ISO, and he has some defensive, prowess. So I expect those four teams to be, at the end of the road when time comes.
I didn't hear no Lakers, did I?
No, you didn't.
I don't trust AD. I do not. I'm sorry. I don't.
Walt, what you working with? That, I mean, pause. What you got, Doug?
On the West, my number one team on the West is the Lakers show. I got the Lakers. I think the Lakers will be the best team.
Whoa. Right?
I'm not scared of Denver. I think Denver's gonna be good. Don't get me wrong. I think they will be good. They will compete. And I don't take nothing from Denver. I just think that Phoenix and LA has continuity, and I think Phoenix. I saw them play, man. I don't think it's going to take them long to learn how to play with one another. And in that same token, Denver is still a threat, so I'm not going to just sleep on them. But I think I got LA and Phoenix as the best teams, and I got LA coming out. On the East, same. I got Boston and Milwaukee, and I do have Boston over Milwaukee. I got Boston over them. Hey man, not going front, man. Don't sleep on the Knicks this year. Yes, sir.
Right. I heard.
Nice. Yes, sir. We fired this year. We coming.
Hey, I've heard some good things. I've heard some good things about the Knicks.
Yes, sir.
Well, listen, I know you're having a hard time with it. You're having a hard time with the Giants.
We won today. Don't
get no. But you really trust AD?
I trust LeBron James. And I trust I got faith in Rui Hachimura. And I think the bigs that they added, I think what's his name? Jackson Hayes.
From New Orleans.
Yeah. But I think AD will be fine. I don't think he has to play the whole season. As long as they got the pieces that they got and they have the continuity they have, I'm not expecting AD to do a whole lot. If anything that he does above what he was giving me in the playoffs last year is a bonus. I'm not expecting too much offense because last year I was very disappointed in AD in the playoffs last year. I was very disappointed. Not on the defensive end, of course, he was probably the best defender in the playoffs last year. But on the offensive end, he was. One game he had it, the next game he didn't. One game he had it, the next game he didn't. So I'm not really relying on that. I think Rui will take a step. I think Austin Reeves will come into his role, and LeBron is healthy. So I'm going with the Lake Show. I'm going with the Lakers. Yeah, I'm going with the Lakers.
That's I really want to see something real quick.
What's that?
Because what I'm going to say, I'm going to note this, and we're going to bring it back up when the finals get here. Who is in the finals? 2024, who's in the finals? And no tap dancing allowed. I need concrete. This is going to happen. We're not talking. We are excluding, like, injury happens. We understand that. We can't. Injuries are going to happen. But who is going to the finals?
That's interesting.
Yeah. If I'm just picking today, it'd be a classic. Lakers Celtics. Classic.
I can see
Lakers,
that.
Celtics.
I can see that more so than anything. I mean, I would never count. I like Denver more than I like the Lakers, but I would never count LeBron out because
it's 39 though, man. Come on, y'all.
LeBron has made whatever sacrifices or promises he made to his higher ups that he wants to stay in until the son gets in there and plays. So I'm pretty sure he'll play in there. Whatever blood that he's like put out there or sacrificed, he'll get that because, I mean, he plays for the higher ups. I mean, the powers that be. But
he's 39, y'all. 39.
He plays for the higher ups or the powers that be. So however you want to take that. But I like the Nuggets better than that. And I like the Grizzlies. The same. Yeah, but I do for
East West though.
I don't
East
care.
West.
I like the Grizzlies, but I see the Celtics going there too. I like the Celtics as well from the East Coast, even though I don't like the city. No offense to those who out there, but I mean, but the Celtics, I much props to that. So yeah.
But come on, Chuck. What you?
You know what? This is for my own personal narrative. I want Phoenix and Boston. The reason is because if KD don't pull this off, I don't want to hear about this. Now what? I'm gonna stop right there. But yeah, he got everything he needs again. So we're gonna find out.
So we got. Oh, that's a good pickup. That's a pick though. That's a really.
I got a question. Y'all think sports is rigged?
I know sports is rigged.
I'm just saying.
But you know what? I've come to grips with that. I'm okay with that. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's rigged or not. You understand what I'm saying? I've watched WWF and E all these years and did not care if Ric Flair was really bleeding. I didn't care. It's fun to watch, right? You know what I'm saying? So I believe it's rigged, but it is what it is. I like it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I definitely think that, like, refs get tipped to make a series go one way or another. And then sometimes I'm not with it because I'm like, there would have been a lot more money made if certain teams got to the NBA finals. Like, nobody wanted to watch the finals that happened last year.
Right.
Nobody wanted to watch that. It would have been way better if it was the Lakers and the Celtics last year, or if it was the Lakers and I guess what's another good team that would have been dope to see in the finals? Maybe Milwaukee. But just like, and another thing, I sometimes I think it's the petty in me. I'm a Knicks fan, and we ain't won since the 70s, and we're the richest team in the NBA, or the second richest, if not the richest team in the NBA. So
a lot of money.
how come our dollars don't matter to this doggone championship? That's all I got to say. We live in New York, hot dog. We should be in the finals and getting some rings.
I don't know.
So I'm halfway in between. Like,
I bring it up because of like all that money that's circulating around that sport, and the owners of these teams are all billionaires. You think by any chance that they will let any of this stuff go as a chance to where they didn't get their money or win their money in a certain way, however they want to play it? It's too much money circling around for them to like, oh yeah, let's give it by chance. There's no any sport. It's too much money involved, and you know the people that are in those positions making that money, they're not going to chance that. They live off of money and greed. So why would they give that a chance to where they could possibly lose?
I mean, I did.
My fault. Go ahead.
No. Well, go ahead.
But it's billionaire versus billionaire, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying whoever wins is going to be raking in that dough. It's like if you win, winning means money. That's one thing I have come to grips with. It's like, but like Golden State was not a pristine franchise. It was a cool franchise.
Far from it.
Yeah, they was cool, but you're in LA. You're competing against the Lakers, and you're not a bad team. And your last championship was when Wilt Chamberlain was playing. So, like, of course, you had TMC. You had that nice little run in the 80s to the 90s. But after and you had, like, a nice little run when you had Jay Rich over there.
Chris Webber.
Yeah, facts. And Chris Webber.
Was that Chris Webber? Wait a minute. Sacramento.
Played with Jay Rich. Yeah. And
he didn't play with Jay Rich.
No, I don't think he played with him. I think he was on the Warriors for, like, a little bit, though.
Okay.
And I remember when Charles Spurrier was over there, Monte Ellis was over there. I'm saying, when it comes to this, I hear what you're saying. I definitely hear what you're saying. I do think that is an element. Like, hey, we powers that be say this team got to win. Or I think it also goes on like how many games is played, because that's how the NBA makes their money.
Right.
More eyes that are watching than how many games is played. I think that definitely has a factor in it.
I feel like I think they're all in cahoots. So I think they're all piling their money together to where like whoever wins, whoever or whatever, they make sure they get a cut of that. They know who they feel in their heart's going to win. So they just play it just to play it because they're going to win no matter what. It's just to another thing to entertain us. I mean, Chuck, they still get their kicks out of it.
What you want to say, Chuck?
Yeah. Okay, so the ball player in me won't let me actually sign off on that completely. It just won't. I'm sorry. But because the way like the CBAs are configured, especially for the NFL, is a 32 split profit share setup. So if for example, if I'm the owner of the Raiders and the Cowboys are hire a team, like, okay, cool, we're gonna get the same cut, bro. Like, it's the only thing that's gonna be different outside of the TV contracts is, like the concessions and all that. So that varies from team to team. But like the big pie, which is the TV money, it's the same. So it's not a quote unquote incentives for owners like, hey, you do this or I do. As long as we get to if one of us get to the end game, we're all gonna get to the end game. So that part is what it is. But I think I don't know if there's like quote unquote being rigged. I think there is sometimes I call it external forces kicking in, but it's yeah, I don't know if there's like I think there's some layers of that, but I don't think there's enough to say this is where it's like fully controlling the game,
right,
or moving the needle to a point where it's like very evident or apparent. But it's. I mean, I watched the documentary on the ref, Tim, I forgot his last name, who got caught up in the Italian mob, and he had to start paying on these. He started doing weird stuff to get the lines to move the way they need to move on the games he was refereeing. But yeah, I don't like people somebody NFL got a whole script out here, bro.
This is my last statement, and I'm dropping it from this. But regardless of whatever, even if they showed us that they controlled it, it would never change anything, because the whole thing is they got us hooked. Because it's just like how they got everybody believing when they landed on the moon, to the fact where anything else they want to say, like even they're showing that they want to help create a cure for cancer, when of course I believe that there's already been a cure, but they just want to control the narrative. But either way, they got us to believe into whatever system that they created. So regardless of whatever happens, they got our attention. So it doesn't matter.
I mean, at the end of the day, here's my thing, and I agree with Chuck, because I when I say rigged, I mean I just know that there's some adjusting of the game in there, right? I believe that there are certain games that are lined up and they have to end a certain way, because at the end of the day, sports is like you can call it a tree, you can call it a spider web of things, but you got the owners that go, and then you got another branch of TV, you got another branch of then you got the specifically sports TV, ESPN, First Take, right? Then it all goes into YouTube, it goes to podcasts, it goes to all these things. The owners just don't benefit. People who create content benefit.
Right.
And the cities that these places are in, they benefit, right? Win, lose, or indifferent, right? Like win, lose, or draw. If the finals is in your city,
oh yeah,
your city is winning. Your city's winning, like for real.
NBA, what's up? We got the most loot. Put us in there. The NBA Hall of Fame is in New York.
I ain't gonna hold you wrong. They've been doing y'all wrong. When y'all unofficially tank and y'all still miss Zion Williamson, that's how y'all do that. It's impossible.
Bro, I'd rather have RJ. RJ played. I'm just saying. Why ain't we in the finals?
Hey, New York is still one of the richest cities in the world. These now here's the thing. These small markets are benefiting. They are benefiting. So it's one of those things where you can say it's rigged, because at the end of the day, Vegas is in the mix, and other shadows are in the mix too, right? But then there are other people who are in the mix. They're like these podcasts, sports podcasts, they getting tens of thousands of dollars a month.
Bro, the sport podcasting game has been stupid in the last 2 years.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm tell you how stupid it got, right? How it jumps. When Shannon and Ocho did their joint, right? Them jokers went from 0 to almost $250,000 in a week.
See what I mean?
Like, it's wild out here, fam. I'm like, yo, that's the game.
It's not what I'm trying to say is it's just not the billionaires that's winning.
No.
It's everybody who's connected to the sports tree wins. It's just that it's adjusted. It's just adjusted in a way where they're like, you know what? We feel like it should go this way, because I feel like in the future this can go this way and we all win. They're the ones they're the puppeteers that's running everything, but it's entertainment. At the end of the day, you treat it like your favorite TV show, and all of the day.
You know how crazy it is for these billionaires? These sports teams is like a mutual fund for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's just for play. You know what I'm saying? It's like because a lot of these already been billionaires for long stretches of time. It's like, you know what? I gotta do something with this money. Let me just get a sports team, fam. You know what I'm saying?
That's how Dr. Bus did it. That's how Dr. Bus did it.
I gotta do something. You know what I'm
Dr.
saying?
Bus went and got the Lakers.
Yeah.
Let me say, and not to say that Dr. Bus didn't love the sport,
but he's like this. The only person I know that was really like, I don't say quote unquote broke in terms of like billion, in that billionaire being relative in that realm was Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones literally, if he didn't strike oil when he put all that money up, he would never got the Cowboys. He lucked up and like he was borrowing on credit cards just to get the oil to take off where it needs to take off before he can actually put a bid in for the Cowboys. But everybody else, they was like, let's do it.
Yeah, so I mean, but yeah, it's a good question, man. Shout out to everybody who out there, y'all in the shadows making things happen. I guess salute to y'all. I don't know.
I don't know.
Exactly.
At least let us get to the dance. You feel me?
It's entertainment, like especially when New England beat Atlanta. I was like, okay, okay.
You had to bring that one in there.
Hey, I said okay, y'all got it. I understand what's happening.
Let us beat them twice. Hey, keep them forces, G. Let us keep beating the Patriots.
Yo, I kid you not, bro. Clinton was he was looking over his head. Because the first half I was like, oh, this is over. I done went upstairs, started doing something else. I come back down and said, wait a minute, what is going on with this game? I said, Captain America. I said, Captain America. Hey, when I saw Captain America got that look on his face, I thought, oh, it's over.
And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like Tom Brady. But we're gonna end it there because I'm gonna go off to a whole nother tangent,
right,
about Tom Brady. So we ain't gonna go
I don't
there.
like Tom Brady neither, but hey,
forget him.
More power.
Forget him. I can't wait until Mahomes break every record. Mahomes, whoever.
Hey, I kid you not. Hey, if Mahomes if he get the 4, oh, it's gonna be, it's gonna be the talk forever.
Yep.
He get the
but I'm gonna let it go.
He's just Brady but a different color. I'm
gonna let it go. No, I'm gonna let it go. Please, let's not do that. Let's not do
what?
That. We're gonna move on. So listen.
Am I lying?